Okay. So I usually have a lot of like vivid dreams, which like tell a whole novel kind of. So, but this one was very short and very deep. And it was while I was on my bleed, and that's usually where I have very heavy cramps. So everything is like fuzzy in my head, and I couldn't fall asleep, and I was totally knackered. And then I fell asleep, and then I had this very deep and probably very short dream of where I found myself in the same place I was falling asleep in, like on my sofa. And there was this black cat walking on my left around the sofa, and we don't even have a cat, so and it walked behind, and I was like, no, go away. And it went around the sofa and on the right, and then it transformed into a woman who then looked over the sofa and like put her arms on it and just started talking to me, and then sat down on the sofa to where my feet were, and we were talking. And like from that position, I can see my husband in the other room, and he was working, which he was actually really doing. And in the dream, he came over to have a look at something, and I first thought there was saliva on the woman's feet, who were like hanging a little bit over the sofa. And I associated that with a cat, like a cat's saliva. And then suddenly we realized, no, it was water dripping down from the ceiling or through the ceiling, because the ceiling suddenly had become porous. And there was like water, not only in this room, but like in the whole apartment, coming down through the ceiling. And I stood up and tried to scream and shout at my husband that we have to get all our stuff safe and protected. And he wasn't listening. He was having like a meeting, a work meeting, and just walking around, not listening to me. And I remember this visceral feeling of, I tried to scream, but no words came out. And like I could feel my throat clenching almost. And this feeling of, I'm not being heard, I'm not being understood, and I can't express myself. And I was totally concerned about all the stuff in the apartment, because it was all getting wet. And then the dream stopped. I woke up.